The noon hour of Madness and Mayhem, the podcast.
What the hell was that, Peaches?
Whoa! H-E double hockey sticks.
That's right.
It's
What
the
was
last
that?
noon hour of Madness and Mayhem before I leave for Southern California, so I figured why not give you that treat, huh?
Yeah, I think it's time for you to get. You're losing your mind.
You should see my pick of the day for tomorrow. Here's to you, California.
Oh, yeah?
From Blink-182.
All right, Peaches. Well, I hope you have an enjoyable vacation.
I'm hoping so, too.
Of course, going to be taking the Hood Life tour.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to seeing you on that bus with your 40 ounce of Old English.
I'll have my giant fur coat on, my
Yeah.
gold chain.
Heck yeah.
And I'll send you a selfie from where Tupac got shot.
All right. Now, I think that happened in Vegas.
I can still drive over there.
Yeah, I guess Vegas ain't too far. What, like a 5-hour drive?
4 hours.
Okay, that's not bad.
Get it right.
I don't know. I don't go to California very often.
People sometimes go. My old physics teacher would drive to Vegas for the weekend and then come back and lose all his money.
Oh, yeah. That's why you don't gamble, people. The house always wins. And who's gambling right now? You know, who can risk throwing the money away?
As I was pre-recording the afternoon show, I was reading the story about. I almost said I heard, like one of those people in Life in Idaho Falls. I heard this. I read this story about how this couple paid $30,000 to have this certain company cater their wedding, and now they're suing because they both and also like 60 of the 112 guests got norovirus, and they were bedridden for days.
Oh, that's where I got norovirus. Was at a wedding. You know, and it was a fancy wedding.
And they found out like the kitchen workers weren't using hand soap to wash their hands.
Wash your hands!
They found a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. They traced ours back to deviled eggs.
Those are some of my favorites, too.
I know. Thankfully, it didn't ruin them for me. You know, I mean, I would never probably eat one that I didn't know who prepared it ever again. But thankfully, they're still good. Because, yeah, man, you ever had something ruined?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom made this weird dinner one time, and I threw up all over the door, the bedroom door. Mm-hmm. And instead of like going, oh, we're so sorry, Brittany, are you okay? My mom goes, why'd you go all over the door? Go to the toilet.
That's a good parent right there.
And I also think I threw up in the bathroom sink for some reason and not the toilet.
Oh.
And they still yelled at me about that, too.
Well, yeah, you could clog up the
It's like,
drain.
thanks for caring about me. I'm like, wait till you guys are old and you guys need to go to a nursing home. I'm going to be the handler of your future.
You'll be like Ben Stiller in Happy Gilmore.
I think I meant in real life.
Oh, no, in Happy Gilmore.
I'm like, Larry Stiller is dead. He's been dead. Maybe Ben caused that.
All right, you're losing me here today, Peaches. My brain's already cooked because your birthday party was too wild.
My afternoon show is me basically going to different subreddits and talking about different subject matters. And then I talked about that one guy where I brought him up to you, talking about that one guy that like, so you went on a political tirade on your personal Facebook page like a year or so ago.
Okay.
And I guess you got into a heated argument with one person. Mm-hmm. And people on Facebook, they like to just comment things that don't have anything to do with the post sometimes.
Yeah.
And so you posted something on the K-Bear page completely different from what you've been talking about on your personal Facebook at the time. Mm-hmm. And this guy comments like a retaliation about like just continuing on the political argument on a K-Bear post.
What the heck,
and then another guy replied saying like, well, Peaches and Victor are raging liberals because they use Reddit.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go to Reddit at all,
And the
you're
thing,
a leftist.
There's a trending phrase that people like to say now, the litmus test.
Okay.
They like saying that for some reason now. Like, oh, it's the asking somebody if they use Reddit is the perfect litmus test to see what their political views are.
Dude,
It's like that guy doesn't even know who I am as a person, and he's just assuming I'm a raging leftist.
yeah, and they have tons of subreddits for conservatives. Like, there's all kinds of different people on Reddit. I'd say, you know, maybe it leans a little more left as far as the users. But
Facebook leans predominantly left.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
I would say Facebook leans pretty right. I mean, X is, definitely
Used to
way
be
to the right.
Twitter used to be the complete opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Elon Musk took it over. Now it's awful. Well, I'm not saying because it's political. I'm just saying because it's just a terrible platform.
Yeah, it sucks. I don't go there anymore.
Even Threads is awful. I think Threads needs to die.
Yeah, Threads sucks too. And all the changes they've made to social media over the years have just made it bad. That's why I'm hoping that, MySpace really is coming back and that they set it up like it used to be. They're not gonna. They're gonna, try to launch it in a new way.
Yeah.
And
you have to pay for certain things that were free before.
Yeah, or it just won't have the same features, or it's gonna look different. Just go back to the old crappy MySpace look. It'll be just fine.
For the same price as 2 cups of coffee per month, you can get your own personalized theme song on your profile again.
Oh, jeez. It will be fun if it works properly, because they said they're bringing back like the top friends list and things like that.
That's going to ruin me.
And you can always make some friends mad with that.
I've talked about that on the show before, how on Snapchat it used to show people's best friends who they've Snapchatted the most.
Yeah.
And it would just haunt me. Because
really?
My high school crush, Emily, she had this guy by the name of Zach on her top 3, who was a water polo player. And I remember running every day, trying my best to be as skinny as possible so I could beat out this guy.
Oh,
and I asked her to prom in March.
What'd she say?
Well, she said, yeah. I still have the nervous video on my phone from 2014 or 2013, but it's hi, here's a cereal box that has a banner on the inside that says, it'll be a slam dunk if you went to prom with me. Ugh. It showed a picture of me dunking with a bunch of professional basketball players.
So cringe.
Oh. And I found out later down the line that she and Zach hooked up a few times.
Go figure.
And of course, she left me in the dust after prom, so yeah.
Shame.
And now she's married to some guy who kind of looks like me. Not as tall or as good looking, but his name is Riley.
Riley.
Yuck.
Okay, no offense.
Take that, Riley.
No offense
look at me
to
and
Rileys
look at you.
Listening.
You and your. Well, she's traveling all over the world too, and he's in none of the pictures. So I'm thinking she's just going all over the place, and he's paying the bills. My hands look like this, so hers can be in Bulgaria or wherever. Take that. She has tattoos all over her now. I'm like, gross. Yuck. Yuck. It was not meant to be for sure. But back then, I was devastated. I was playing volleyball my senior year. I was spiking that ball, picturing Zach's face on it.
You got me rolling this morning. All right, Peaches. We are approaching the day of the release of the manifesto. So you told me off air you made a big speech at the end of your show today.
I was joking.
Oh,
yeah, I was kidding. All right.
I thought you were serious, and I was like, "Are you going to read the whole manifesto on air?"
The last break of my afternoon show today. Spoiler alert. Is me saying, you know what? I poured my heart out into that caption for social media. So that's the long speech is going to be that whenever it comes out.
Okay. So rapidly approaching the release of Peach's manifesto.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll be
locked
up
It's going to be some
safe.
heartfelt caption talking about all this stuff. And now I'm going to have a bunch of K-Bear listeners commenting, TLDR, here goes Peach's killing rampage.
Maybe you need to hire an editor, chop this thing down a bit, Peaches.
No, I'm chopping other people down according to you.
Like Andre the Giant?
That instead of killing people, I'm walking around in the Andre the Giant singlet with my hand raised, and I'm just whoop-pa!
Just giving the good old chop.
I did talk about making amends with people from my past in that post. So what if I just find my old basketball coach? He's now the principal of my old middle school. I show up to the office. Well, pop! And just attack him in a singlet. He won't see it coming. Brendan, is that you? Well, pop!
Yeah, people definitely should leave snarky, sarcastic remarks. No one cares.
Oh, jeez. I'm sure you'll comment that.
Oh, yeah. I'll find something good to comment.
Oh, my goodness. It's going to be, and people who don't listen are going to be like, oh, how could he say something like that? There was someone that commented you're not really Victor's friend if you're making jokes like this on one of your posts.
I saw that. I don't remember who it was, but it's do they not ever listen to the show?
I guess they don't.
We make fun of each other all the time on here.
Sometimes I think everybody listens, and then other times I think we're the only two just hearing ourselves speak.
Yeah, I know people listen because they'll come up and talk to me about stuff that we talked about that day.
Or it's the same Crazy Jay, Crazy Carl. They all have Crazy as their first name.
Yeah.
Crazy Becca.
Crazy Becca.
I'm glad there was no beer porn at the restaurant last night on each other.
No, we were perfectly well behaved, and we still got accused of a crime.
You guys are a crazy couple, huh?
I guess so. Can't go anywhere.
Giving me gifts that are, inappropriate for the public eye.
I thought it would be fun for you to open that gift in a public place.
I told my dad about it.
You did?
Yeah, he's like, oh, okay, I guess you can, if they gave you the receipt, you can just return it. I was like, if the receipt was in there. But that means I have to walk into that store holding that and go, she wasn't the right type for me or something like that.
Yeah, they did have ones that were more realistic, I guess you'd say.
And they're probably way more expensive, weren't they?
They had some that were like $10 more, but I thought that the blue anime girl was just more ridiculous.
Because I can't stand anime.
Now, I'm going to turn the mics off for a second and tell you what I was going to get you. But then I saw that because I can't think of any way to work around these terms on air. So hold on. So that's but then I found the inflatable blue anime woman. Well, I was like, that'll work.
We found out Bryson's older brother's birthday. I think it's in like November or October. So I'll just re-gift that to.
Okay.
To him.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Lightly used.
Because I wanted to find something, heartfelt and special for your 30th birthday.
Oh, yeah.
So
here I was thinking it would be something like that. It's been a cruel summer, like Taylor Swift. And I'm over here, like, talking about my long caption,
it's a manifesto.
Expressing my feelings to people.
It's a manifesto.
And all Victor's now inviting people to comment this heinous crap on my page.
That's right. I can't wait. It's going to be loads of fun. Today's going to be a good day. We've got the release of Peach's manifesto.
I'm not releasing it today.
Oh, I thought you were releasing it today.
No, I'm releasing it like the day I get back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to release it today.
No, I need to get more pictures for the carousel of photos,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at least we have the extended look at Grand Theft Auto 6 coming today then.
Oh, that's right. I don't have Netflix.
It'll be on YouTube, I think, tonight at 7 p.m. It goes on Netflix at 1 p.m. So I'm sure you can imagine how hard I'm going to be working here in the studio or my office at 1 p.m. today.
And I can only imagine how many people are going to be sharing that exact same news that's already talked about in the video online.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I could probably film a long reaction video to it.
You definitely should go live.
I could go live.
Yeah, because at 1 p.m. I got a very special appointment.
You might get a copyright violation if you go live with it. I think if I did a reaction video and then waited till 7 o'clock to post it on YouTube, it'd probably be okay. But I bet Netflix has some kind of window, of time where they have the rights to it. And wouldn't that be dumb to get sued for something that, was available for everyone 6 hours later?
You already didn't pay for dinner last night, so you might as well keep the crime spree up.
I love dining and dashing. It's my new hobby, apparently.
Yeah, I would love to see Victor run out of a restaurant.
Yeah, it was the slowest dine and dash of all time.
Yeah, did I pay the bill? Yes. Okay, we're going, everybody. Thanks for inviting us out.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of your night. You guys walk out of the restaurant. 20 minutes later, the waitress comes back. That couple that was sitting right here? They didn't pay. I guess I told them they did, but they just didn't.
Yeah, we did.
And it sounded like she was up to something. Maybe she pocketed the money.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, let's just come up with this whole conspiracy theory about a young girl that was serving us at this sports bar themed place.
Yeah, we won't say their name. No free plugs.
And
let me see.
She's not even a listener. We just accuse her. We go to East Idaho News with this whole thing too.
Yeah, let me see if the pending charge has gone through. Still pending.
Next on the noon hour of Madness and Mayhem, we call the restaurant live on air.
Oh, actually, they did open, and I do need to call them. Thanks for reminding me. One more stupid task I got to deal with. Don't dine and dash.
Well, you didn't really dine and dash.
I know. I was trying to think of
there are some listeners who passively listen and hear like every other word, and then they twist it in their head to the point where like they think we said something completely different.
Oh yeah, Victor was on air just bragging that he dined and dashed.
Peaches is going to kill people. He's uploading a manifesto.
Peaches, you were just driving me insane off air. I'm not a big fan of traveling by air, and so you kind of got me filled with anxiety, and I'm not even going on a trip.
This is what goes on in my head as I'm preparing to fly. Now, I do have one of those emergency anxiety pills left in that container that I have.
All right.
That was prescribed by a doctor. It's not a drug, all right?
Peaches picked it up on the streets,
That's
man.
right, yeah. I'm collecting pills. You know, I go to the mean streets of Pokey, and I just pick up whatever's left out there on the ground, you know?
There you go.
No, but I've been saving this one pill for that flight. So that way I know I'll be less anxious. I'll still be kind of iffy here and there.
Hopefully you'll be okay. You seem much less stressed than usual.
How I used to be. Now that I'm entering my 30s, I'm trying to be more adult and not go, I need to clean between the tiles with a toothbrush, otherwise the plane won't take off.
Yeah, you've only mentioned being worried about the weather a couple times.
I am worried about the weather.
And usually it's like a week of everything's going to go wrong. Everything's going to go wrong. Like, shut up, Peaches.
You better take off or else.
But yeah, you just describing the plane taking off and all the people getting on there, and it takes forever.
Well, here's the thing.
And fighting over the overhead bin.
I'm a credit card holder with this particular airline, and they give you priority boarding. They also give you a free snack, which is what they should do no matter what, right?
Like
I shouldn't pay $6 for animal cookies or animal crackers or whatever. And so I get the golden pass that allows me to go with like the military vets who served our country. Like they actually did something with themselves. You know, they sacrificed themselves for our freedom and all that.
Yeah,
and then you got big old me
loser
going, I pay $50 a year to have your credit card. Let me scan my ticket. What was even dumber is that you get priority boarding, so you get on the plane faster. I'm still in the back of the plane, and like I'm just gonna be sitting there in this cramped window seat for even longer.
Yeah.
I want to spend the least amount of time on that plane as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It sounds like it's time to dump that useless credit card.
Well, I use it to, just pay for my tickets, earn points.
Yeah.
And then I get not free trips, but I get discounts. Like I just saved $21 on this trip.
All right.
Thanks to that. But they still try to charge you an arm and a leg for a carry-on. I can't imagine paying $90 for a carry-on bag.
That reminds me. I need to look into
flights to Phoenix.
Because
your daughter's getting married.
Yeah.
And pretty soon, Victor is going to be a grandpa.
No! I'm not quite old enough to be a grandpa. Okay. I got to remember the dates of her wedding, though.
The dates? There's more than one?
The dates that I need to be there. Because I don't remember what day she said it's on. I think it's on like a Sunday. Like the 25th of October or something. I think that's about right.
Okay.
Looking at quick glance here.
We're looking at airline tickets. How much did you pay for your flight? Let us know.
Yeah, I'm not very happy with the numbers I'm seeing.
Dude, I was looking up tickets to Chicago, like nonstop flights to Chicago, because that's all I keep getting advertisements for. Idaho Falls to Chicago. It's horrible. It's like $500. Even the flights to Vegas are like the cheapest.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. And this is to travel on that same airline you are. I mean, if I wanted to go the cheapest little run of dates, like go Friday through Monday, $279.
You might as well just go the whole week, because they give you a discount that way, right? At least that's what they do for me, because that's why I take I don't want to ever take a trip back home and I'm gone a weekend. That would suck.
Well, like for this trip, I don't have a lot of PTO, so I don't have the time off available, and I don't believe Becca's going, so it's like, let's go down there, get it done with, come back.
She's not supporting, what is it, her daughter-in-law?
No, they were like having a small, intimate wedding, and so no plus ones for anyone.
Really?
So if I get there and I see anybody brought a plus one, I'm going to be mad at my daughter.
You're her dad, and also that's your wife.
Yeah. I think she's worried more about there being conflict.
You got to be adults. That's the thing.
Well,
I know Victor's an adult.
Yeah, exactly. There's
I don't
nothing to worry
particularly
about.
know more the other person. I don't really know them all that well, but
there would not be conflict.
Be any. I wouldn't think there would be anything. You guys are like in your 40s, you know, and even like as a guy who's about to turn 30, I'm like, if I see a person I don't like, I'm not going to be like, get this person out of here, chop.
Peaches with the big chop. All right, so last night, Peaches, I was waiting for Becca to get off work, so I'm just sitting there dinking around on my phone, and I got into a little bit, I might almost call it an argument.
Whoa.
With Crappy Radio Jock. Now,
but I think they almost, Crappy PD revealed themselves, I feel
what?
Like. Because they said, look at my producer. And the producer is from Valentine in the Morning in L.A. It's Brian Burton. And Brian was on a couch asleep. And he put up that as his story and said, look at my, and I know Valentine, he's one of those dudes on the air, he's all wholesome, and he's a very a great father figure and all of that. But behind the scenes, he might have a foul mouth. And I think I've heard him back when I was an intern at iHeartMedia. I heard him, cussing up a storm sometimes and all of that. So he might be Crappy PD. Or it might be John Peake, who is the PD of that station for Valentine in the Morning, 102.7. No, 104.3 My FM.
Or somebody, Crappy PD could have found that photo somewhere and just thought it would be funny to put that up and get people thinking.
Yeah.
I'm giving away my identity.
Maybe it's you.
So I was going back and forth with
Crappy
Radio Jock about, what were we talking about? Oh, there were all these radio stations making it look like it was this massive deal that they played some Dolly Parton songs outside of their format. Because she passed away. There was Nick Carter. He was talking about how he played, I don't know if he played Jolene, but there was another station that played Stairway to Heaven, but it was Dolly Parton's version. And I'm like, well, that's weak. If you're a rock station, just play one of her big songs like Jolene. There's not rules that say you can and can't unless you got an uptight PD. So I jumped on the air this morning and I just threw Jolene on. I'm like, look, you can do it. It's not a big deal. We don't need to be celebrating like these guys did something groundbreaking in radio thing by playing a song outside the format.
Nick Carter is one of those dudes that I tried connecting with on LinkedIn back when I was also, the intern at iHeartMedia. I was trying to get in touch with all these different radio DJs just to kind of introduce myself and all of that. And he was in New York at the time on that VH1 countdown show or whatever. But he's the most annoying person to have on LinkedIn. You want to talk about a LinkedIn lunatic?
Oh, yeah?
He shares nonstop pictures. Here's me with Slash. Here's me with Billy Gibbons. He's one of those typical radio DJs. They'll be like, oh, rest in peace to my good friend. I'll miss you, Dolly. I didn't stare at your chest area when I met you. Okay, geez. Maybe I did.
So, I was talking with them about how on our station, we've played Lady Gaga.
There's nothing worse than
Olivia Rodrigo, Eminem, and that it's stupid that these rock stations are like, wow, we played a song one time.
There's nothing creepier than a male radio DJ in their 50s that's single. They really creep me out. The way that they're close to making comments on Facebook, oh, look at this hottie.
Yeah.
And Nick Carter's one of those dudes that was like, I came to L.A. He's on what?
He's on KLOS.
Yeah, I came to KLOS so I can see the Los Angeles women. And I'm like, dude, why would you say that? Quit trying to be this edgy teenager kind of guy.
Yeah, because he's got to be, my age or something?
He's older.
He's older than me.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
He's older. Yeah.
So... Anyway, the argument started with me and Crappy Radio Jock because I said, by the way, I believe that you are Bobby Bones. And got an LOL. I promise you I'm not Bobby Bones. And I'm like, well, that's what Bobby Bones would say. He's the only guy in the country or in country radio I've seen criticize how the industry works publicly. And you're always at all the country stuff. and have that same passion and fire, you're Bobby Bones. And he's like, yeah, but I criticize every format. And it's not that I'm criticizing the format. I'm criticizing people who are doing stupid stuff in each format. I do respect Bobby a lot. I like that he doesn't hold back. But I promise you, if I was making millions of dollars with iHeart, I wouldn't be going on crappy Radio Jock and trashing iHeart. Bobby is a smart businessman. He wouldn't do that either. And I'm like, well, you're versed in multiple formats.
Imagine him talking about himself. Bobby's a smart businessman.
I still think that crappy Radio Jock is Bobby Bones.
He makes millions of dollars with iHeartMedia. He's like him typing as himself.
Yeah. So I was like, love the passion you have about radio. Most people are afraid to say stuff. I said, but I will say the last person anyone would expect to be crappy Radio Jock would be Bobby Bones. iHeart wouldn't fire him if they found out. He's very smart and could cover his tracks. And if you aren't him, you definitely work in the country format. And says, I think if Bobby Bones was behind this account and iHeart found out, they absolutely would fire him because I've caused grief for them over the years. And so I was like, does that affect sales at iHeart? I'm like, the only people who know about the grief you give iHeart are radio people. Nobody else except industry people are looking at this. It's not like, Coca-Cola is going to not advertise on iHeart because of some post on crappy Radio Jock.
It reminds me of when associate memes was a thing at In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
And some random guy was in charge of all these different crazy things going on at all the different In-N-Out locations. Like somebody poured the entire gallon of shake mix down the toilet and it clogged the whole system at this one. And so Lindsay Snyder, the founder of In-N-Out, started hunting this guy down, and they found out who it was, and they traced him down, and he got fired from the store that he was at. And this account was just notorious with what you just mentioned, insiders at In-N-Out. It was only for associates.
Yeah, and I mean, crappy Radio Jock's definitely high up at some company because has all the insider info, is always letting people know what company is going to be firing people soon and things like that, which would make me think, if that's the case, you're dealing with somebody who works at a syndicated show because they're going to get that information. Hey, this station's flipping format, or the staff's being let go. They might have, companies reaching out to them. Hey, is your show available in our market? I still think it's Bobby Bones, even though, we went back and forth for quite a while. But he's like, Bobby's too busy to do a stupid page like this. It takes a lot of time. And I don't think people know the amount of research that I do and the time it takes to create the memes and videos. He's like, that blank don't have time for that blank. I'm like, if he really enjoyed it, he would make the time. He'd sit around at home laughing and making it. And I was like, all right, well, we can go ahead and move along. But, you do great work. I still think you're Bobby Bones.
So I just went to AI.
It was a visceral reaction from crappy Radio Jock as the conversation went on. Got very defensive about not being Bobby Bones. And Bobby Bones, he's been getting kind of crazy. He's been putting out kind of, they're helpful videos, but they can be kind of aggressive in tone as well. I really think that crappy Radio Jock is Bobby Bones. What were you saying about AI?
I asked ChatGPT, I'm like, do you know the Instagram page at crappy Radio Jock? And it goes, yeah, I know. It's an anonymous Instagram account focused specifically on the radio industry, has built a pretty big reputation for calling out bad programming, corporate radio nonsense, mediocre talent, voice tracking, consultants, bad job postings, and generally the stuff radio people complain about privately but don't always want publicly.
Yeah.
Or don't always say publicly.
Accurate.
It goes on and on and on. And I said, okay, then who do you think is the person behind it based off of what they have posted? And it says, honestly, I have a theory, but I would not pretend we can identify the person with confidence. And it goes on to all these bullet points talking about all this stuff. They've explicitly said it's just one person. In a 2022 interview with Country Air Check, Crappy PD said Crappy Radio Jock and Crappy PD were separate people and that they don't know who each other's identities are.
Okay.
And then it goes, so I'm like, give me names. And it says, well, for wanting names, Mike Klein.
Mike Klein.
Back in 2022, a programming industry Q&A actually had a PD specifically joke that SRJ, Crappy Radio Jock, might be Mike Klein alongside another name, Don Coddington.
Okay, I haven't heard of either of these guys.
Robbie Bridges is the third suspect. This one is interesting because Crappy Radio Jock participated in an all-access 10 questions takeover with Robbie Bridges in 2022.
Yeah.
And Bridges was a veteran top 40 programmer / air talent. The connection doesn't mean he's Crappy Radio Jock. If anything, it could mean the opposite. But he's exactly the type of person I'd examine based on the account's knowledge-based.
And Bobby Bones got his start, as he wasn't like the country guy he is now. He was I don't know if I want to say shock jock, but he got a reputation real fast for being pretty crazy on the air.
Wow.
So I really think it's Bobby Bones.
There's also Kevin Callahan, who was named, and Jason Barrett as well.
Jason Barrett from Barrett Media?
I think so.
And Kevin, do you say Kevin Callahan?
Yeah.
That's another guy at Barrett Media.
Odyssey's West Coast Regional VP of Programming. That's what he was before, too.
Well...
I bet our listeners love us talking about in-depth radio stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think that some of them might enjoy following that page. It's not really called Crappy Radio Jock.
Right.
Think of a different word that we wouldn't say on air that means crappy.
I just call it SRJ, or I just called it SRJ.
SRJ is fine. Yeah. And that if you searched for SRJ Instagram Radio Jock, it would probably come up. But it's a pretty funny page. They do a really good job making fun of radio. So we should leave, Peaches.
Yeah.
Okay.
My final afternoon show in my 20s. We'll get to it at 2.
Manifesto incoming soon.
Okay.
The noon hour of Madness and Mayhem is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.